Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Thursday, October 29th, 2020. I'm going to be giving you your directions on what you're going to do today. So today we are going to be looking at a dab of fall. Okay, make sure you put your name on your paper. It says, say the name of each picture. Dab the smiley face if the picture rhyme. Dab the frown face or the sad face if the picture do not rhyme. Okay? Remember, we look at the middle and the end to see if the word or the picture rhyme. Okay? And the word rhymes. So we have a clock and a sock. So we're listening at the middle and end. Clock, sock. So do they rhyme? So we're gonna fill in the smiley face or the sad face if they don't. I think they do though. I think clock, sock. So we'll fill in the smiley face. So how about this one? We have fish and house. Fish, house. Fish, house. I don't think so. So we'll see. In our next one, we have own, own. Remember, listen for the middle and end. Own, own. I think so. Okay? So that's what you're going to be doing with the rest of your pictures. You have sun and map. You have wet and net. Wig and pig. I think that's a bird and balloon and a bee and a 3. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing for this paper. Your next paper that we have, it's actually not a paper, it is our weekly reader, and it's titled Let's Find Out Parts of a Pumpkin. Okay, so you can listen to this on the link that I sent you, but it's parts of a pumpkin. A pumpkin has many parts. Which ones can you name? So it has a shell, a stem, a seed, a pulp, and the flesh. Okay? On the inside, we have pumpkin parts. It says, a pumpkin has a stem. The pumpkin grows from the stem. A pumpkin has a shell. Pumpkin shells can be different colors. A pumpkin has flesh. This part is on the inside. Then we have a pumpkin has pulp. The pulp is slimy. Then we have a pumpkin has seeds. You can cook them and eat them. Big word, jack-o'-lantern. A pumpkin can have a face. Some people carve faces in pumpkins and put a light inside. This is called a jack-o'-lantern. And then on the back we have a pumpkin patch search and find. So we're going to look in the picture and find the wheelbarrow, the cat, the jack-o'-lantern, the hose, the basket, the sign, the scarecrow, and the pie. So we're going to look in that picture. Okay? And then you're going to circle what you find. After you do that, you have your paper that goes along with your Let's Find Out. Okay? So, for this paper, it says, show what you know, parts of a pumpkin. Use your Let's Find Out to answer the questions. A grown-up can help you. Draw a stem on this pumpkin. So draw a stem. Remember, the stem goes on the top. Okay? Which part of the pumpkin is slimy? The shell, which is the outside, or the pulp that's on the inside? Circle the jack-o'-lantern. So which one of these two are a jack-o'-lantern? Then you have draw a face on this pumpkin. So you're going to draw a face on the pumpkin. On the back, it says pumpkin diagram. Label each part of the pumpkin. Use the words from the word bank here. Okay? Remember to cross off the words as you use them. So you're going to label the stem, the pulp, the flesh. Oh no, those were the seeds. So the seeds, the flesh, and I think that may be, I don't know, maybe that's the pulp. I don't know, boys and girls, you're gonna have to help me. And maybe that's the shell, all right? So that's what you're doing for this paper. It goes along with our Let's Find Out. For math today, we are talking about a tens frame, okay? Now, you have learned about fives frames. So 5 is half of our 10, okay? So this is what we call a tens frame. And I'm sure that your teachers, you've seen these a couple places already. Now, if I have 10 here, so I have 10 spaces here, but they're all blank. So there's 0 on my tens frame right now because there's nothing in my boxes, okay? Now, if I put 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, 4, 5, and 6. Now, what number do I have here? I have 6 here, but how do I know I have 6? So you would have to count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now, what if I did 6 a different way? What if I did 6 this way? Is that still 6, boys and girls, on our tens frame? Now, could I show it this way? Yeah, we can show it this way. It still has 6 on the tens frame, okay? Now, was my 6 different though than my next one that I made here? My other one, I put my dot here. And is that still 6? Yeah. But my next one that I did, is that coming off too well? I put right here. Is that still 6? Yeah. That's showing 6 on our tens frame. Okay? Now, how many spaces are empty when we put 6 on our tens frame? The best way we could find out is by counting the spaces that are blank, that don't have a dot in it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 places on our tens frame that are blank. Okay? Now, I have, I'll put, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many do I have now? That's correct. I have 9 on my tens frame now. Okay? Now, the easiest way that we could see this and know that it is 9 here is because we have a tens frame. We know that there's 10 spaces in a tens frame. Okay? And how many frames aren't filled in though? There's only 1 frame that's not filled in. So we can count 1 less, and that would be 9. So we have 9 here because 1 is left out. Okay? Next, what you're going to be doing for work today, this one we're going to do together though. Okay? So we have, it says dab here. So you have a number. We have 6, 7, and 10. 8, 5, and 9. Okay? So it says trace the number, dab the square to show the number on the tens frame. Okay? So we have a 6 here. So I would trace my 6, and then I'm gonna fill in 6. Now you wanna make sure that you count. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like we did before. Now let's check. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So is that 6? Yep. Now we have 7 here. So I trace my 7, and now I'm going to put 7 on my tens frame. So we got to count. So we put 1 in each box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do we have here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So always make sure that you check your work, okay? Now, we have the number 10 here. So that should be pretty easy for us. We know that we need to fill in 10. And how many boxes do we have in a tens frame? We have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of our boxes are filled in. Very good. Next we have the number 8. So we're going to trace our 8 nice and neat. And we're going to count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Next we have 5. So we're going to trace the 5 nice and neat. And then count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, could your picture be different? Could have you put all 5 across the top instead of putting 2 down here? Yes, you could, as long as it's 5. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lastly, we have 9 here. Okay? 9. So we did that earlier, but let's double check. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Okay, so you see how there's one less like there was one on the other one that we did? All right, so that's what we did together. Now you're going to be doing this one. Now, my printer cut off the bottom numbers though down here. So what you're going to do is you have number words. Find the number word to match each 10 frame. So what I did with my students, I put the number in the box. So down here, you may need some help, but we have 4, 6, 1, 7, 10. Then I believe this is 5, 3, 8, 2, and 9. Okay? So we're going to put those in the boxes that match. So with my students, I put the numbers. I count the tens. How many are in here? Because not the whole tens frame is filled in. So I count it, and then I put the number in the box so I know what number is there so I can match the word at the bottom, okay? All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know. Have a good day, boys and girls.